Archangel Michael says this message is not a coincidence. It was ripped from the silence of eternity and placed in front of your eyes. You have exactly 2 minutes before everything changes. A door creaking open in a forgotten hallway has just stirred. Behind it, the echo of a voice you loved whispers your name with desperate clarity. That voice is not a memory, it is a warning sealed in divine urgency. You were never supposed to see this late. You were meant to open it the moment your heart started aching without explanation. But delays have consequences, and now the hourglass is bleeding fast. A hand from heaven slammed against the veil last night. It left a burning imprint across your sleep, smoke without fire, breath without wind. You felt it, even if you dismissed it. Someone who once held you with purest love now watches you with weeping eyes. They tried to send a signal through the static of this world. But your pain, your distractions, buried the sound in shadows. You are being hunted by a silence that isn't empty. It's packed with withheld truths, unspoken betrayals, and one buried secret. And time, which once gave, now demands something back. Archangel Michael says the heavens are no longer patient. A file with your name has been torn open before the divine court. What was hidden from you is about to roar into daylight. The ashes falling from a broken photo frame were not just mess. They were a message sent by the one you miss most, shattered into fragments. You saw it break, and something inside you cracked too. You thought it was just grief. But it was prophecy, masked in mourning, screaming to be heard. They've been trying to reach you since yesterday, but the veil is thick. The winds are changing over your household. They are carrying the scent of burnt offerings that were never yours. Someone placed something foul in your name without your knowledge. Their lips spoke blessings, but their hands carved you into a curse. You trusted them. But trust is the easiest cloak for betrayal. Archangel Michael says the betrayal is not only personal, it is spiritual. A soul you loved once made a deal to protect you in heaven. But someone you know here broke that agreement with dark intention. That's why the mirror cracked last Thursday. That's why your chest tightened when no one was around. These are spiritual bruises, the kind that never show on the skin. You've been wondering why the warmth left certain rooms. Why your laughter felt borrowed. It's because a shadow slipped in unnoticed, and smiled at you like a friend. They sat at your table and listened to your secrets. Then twisted them like a dagger into your destiny. But heaven has seen everything, and the ledger is open. In a dream, your beloved came to you in silence. They were holding something, a torn envelope, stained with red. That envelope contained what you were never supposed to find. You turned your face in the dream. You were afraid to look. But the image followed you into waking, didn't it? You felt like something is always just behind you. Something watching, waiting, warning, but never fully showing itself. That's not madness. That's memory surfacing from before this lifetime. Your soul made promises before birth. Now, those promises are due. And the one you lost has come to remind you before it's too late. They stand beside Archangel Michael with urgency in their voice. They are pounding on the gates of your awareness. Because in 2 minutes, the door will either shut, or swing open forever. The clock you hear ticking is not on your wall. It's in the spirit world. Each tick erases protection or grants a miracle. You've cried at night and didn't know why. You felt cold even in sunlight. That's because something from the past has been unleashed. It comes crawling from under floorboards soaked in broken promises. It drips with regret and smells like old incense. But it's not yours, it was assigned to you unjustly. The person you love in heaven once covered you with prayers. Now they are shouting, because someone tried to undo what they did. They called on Archangel Michael when your name was written in smoke. The spiritual cords around your name are fraying. If not retied now, they will snap under pressure. And when they do, chaos will enter like a flood through a cracked dam. Someone you know wears a mask with two faces. They have placed something under your threshold or near your possessions. A curse hidden inside a gift. But their time is running out. Because divine justice has begun to stir beneath the surface. And when Archangel Michael draws his sword, there is no negotiation. The atmosphere around you has shifted. Electrical, unstable, full of whispers you can't quite make out. That is not paranoia, it is spiritual surveillance. They are listening for your decision. They are watching to see if you heed the warning. If you turn away now, you invite silence to become your companion. But if you stay, if you listen, you will learn the name of the one who tried to rewrite your future. And you will rise above what was meant to destroy you. Your beloved in heaven is reaching out through this very sentence. They are mouthing something you used to hear them say, over and over. But this time, it's laced with divine instruction and finality. You are not losing your mind. You are remembering the truth. And that truth was hidden to keep you from stepping into your inheritance. They buried your birthright under paperwork, family lies, and spiritual confusion. But the seal is broken. The truth is dripping through now like blood from an unseen wound. Soon, you will be approached by someone pretending to help. They will offer sweet words and false concern. That moment is your final test, recognize them for what they are. You've seen them in dreams wearing the wrong face. They keep shifting, flickering like a broken TV screen. That's not fiction, it's your spirit warning you ahead of time. You don't need to fight this alone. The angels have already begun surrounding you. But your yes is required, your attention, your readiness, your awakening. This is your soul's turning point. The crossroads where pain transforms into armor. And grief becomes a weapon of clarity. In the final seconds, listen well, the one who died loving you did not go quietly. They left behind a divine note carved into your life path. You are not who they told you you were. You were chosen in fire, sealed in light, and sent for a purpose too holy to be hidden. And now, heaven demands that you rise. This isn't about punishment, it's about release. A reversal of spiritual theft. A breaking of chains that should never have been placed on you. Archangel Michael now stands at the boundary line. Behind him, the voice of your beloved cries out one last time. Tell them to open this, or I cannot protect them from what comes. The final revelation is this: you are the breaker of your family's curse. You are the answer someone in heaven begged for. This message was sent to shake you awake. Because in 2 minutes, destiny either unlocks, or it vanishes. And what waits behind the unlocked door, is the life you were always meant to live. So walk through it now. With flame in your heart. With heaven behind you. Archangel Michael says this message cannot wait. It was sealed in the fires of truth and sent through the last crack in the veil. Time is bleeding out faster than you realize. You are holding more than words right now. You are holding a soul's final scream for justice. Someone in heaven risked everything to break through. Their voice drips through this message like ink leaking from forgotten pages. It carries memories you buried and truths you were never meant to uncover. But now the seal has split, and the hour is almost gone. A door is creaking open in a forgotten hallway of your past. It echoes with names you swore you'd never speak again. They are rising now, clawing toward the surface. Someone you trusted touched your life with poison. They smiled while building your cage. And the one you loved in heaven saw it all. Their tears have stained the sky. Their voice has echoed through the winds around you. But your ears were shut, buried under the weight of this world. The mirror shattered for a reason. The light flickered twice for a reason. Your body knows what your mind has denied. Ashes fell from a broken photo frame. It was not coincidence, it was the residue of spiritual interference. Your memory was trying to remember what your spirit never forgot. There is a knot in your timeline. A cursed hand tied it while you were asleep in trust. Now heaven is here to slice it free. Archangel Michael says this is not symbolic. This is war in the unseen realm. Your name has been spoken in places it never belonged. Someone in your bloodline did something forbidden. They buried the truth with laughter. And the one in heaven now is screaming for you to look. They came to you in a dream. Not walking, but hovering, silent, eyes wide with urgency. You woke up breathless, unaware they were delivering a final warning. They are pounding at the spiritual glass. You can feel it in the back of your neck, like heat with no flame. You've been marked for something higher, but danger has reached too close. There are objects in your home charged with energy not yours. They were given in false friendship. Each one a whispering relic of control. A gift meant to bind, not bless. The energy twists around your sleep. And the loved one in heaven is trying to unravel it. You've been having flashes, faces without names, places without maps. These are not dreams. They are memories pushed into your soul by divine urgency. Your heart has skipped beats lately. Not from fear, but from spiritual interference. You are being pulled toward a portal, and the clock is screaming. A message is engraved beneath your skin. You were chosen to expose what was hidden in darkness. And the one who loved you in heaven was the first to see it. They loved you fiercely. Enough to battle across dimensions. Enough to shake the heavens just to warn you now. They said your name today. Not in grief, but in command. Because your awakening is the only thing that can stop what's coming. The photos that fall by themselves are not accidents. The cold draft in still rooms is not weather. This is spiritual disturbance, your ancestors shaking the ground. A betrayal is about to surface. A name will drop like a blade. And when it does, the illusion will burn. They kissed your cheek and buried a lie. They stood beside you while plotting your downfall. And the person in heaven saw it all, helpless behind the veil. They were silenced by illness or accident. But not before locking a truth inside your spirit. That lock is now breaking open. The child version of you remembers. It screams from behind your ribs. And the angelic realm is amplifying that cry. Archangel Michael says your time is not over, but this window is closing. The gate between the worlds is thinning. And you are the only one with the key. The numbers you keep seeing are signals. The flickers, the voices in stillness, the restless sleep, none of it is coincidence. This is the emergency transmission from heaven itself. A shift is happening in your bloodline. Chains are rattling. Curses are trembling at the edge of your realization. They tried to keep you blind. But the veil is tearing whether you're ready or not. And light is spilling through the cracks. What was buried beneath your family's name is crawling back up. A secret transaction. A vow taken in silence that you never agreed to. The one you lost was sacrificed in that storm. They died with a truth clenched in their fists. Now their spirit has returned to put it in your hands. Listen to the silence tonight. It's not empty, it's loaded with voices that finally have permission to speak. You are the chosen receiver of what was once forbidden knowledge. You may feel alone, but 10,000 spirits are gathering behind you. Their armor glows with ancestral fire. They've waited generations for this very moment. Don't look away. Don't dismiss the pull in your chest. It is the soul of someone you loved, screaming your name through the veil. You've felt them in your dreams. In the stillness between breaths. In the chills that strike when no wind blows. They are not gone. They are standing in the space between seconds. And now, you are finally listening. Your tears lately have not been sadness. They've been prophecy leaking through the cracks in your soul. And now the dam is about to break. Someone close to you fears your awakening. They benefited from your silence. But the one in heaven has sent the sword of truth to your side. A name will appear in your mind suddenly. It will burn behind your eyes. That is the betrayer, and heaven just revealed them. You don't need revenge. You need clarity. Because with truth, every curse crumbles. You will hear footsteps when no one walks. You will see flickers in the mirror. That is your escort through this final test. You were never abandoned. You were shielded until you were strong enough to see. Now your vision is clearing, and the heavens are roaring. They called your name in fire. They wrote it across time. And now that name must rise. Your loved one in heaven has waited for this exact moment. They're reaching through the gap with blood on their hands, not from violence, but from sacrifice. They gave up their peace so you could uncover your truth. The betrayal ends here. The lie ends here. The curse ends here. You were born for this reckoning. Born to expose what was hidden in silk and gold. Born to restore what was stolen. Your body will feel it tonight. The pressure. The release. Because as this message ends, a door opens. And behind that door is everything you lost and more. Your power. Your purpose. Your freedom. This is the final second. The veil is burning. Your destiny begins now. Archangel Michael says the veil is tearing. A voice from beyond has pierced the silence to reach you. This is your final moment before the truth ignites. You are standing at a spiritual threshold. Behind you lies comfort, illusion, and sleep. Ahead, a secret buried in fire demands your courage. The air is heavier tonight. Not with grief, but with the weight of someone else's unfinished story. Their spirit hovers close, brushing your skin like cold smoke. They died with something unsaid. Not by choice, but by sudden silence. And now the silence is cracking open. You will feel heat tonight, even in the cold. That is their final touch. A seal upon your awakening. The person you loved is not a ghost. They are a soldier in spirit, and you are their weapon. Your breath carries the vengeance of the light. The time has come to rise. The deception ends. And your blessing begins. You are the storm. You are the vessel. You are the voice that sets every buried truth free.